Hey guys, it is December 2021 and I wanted to get on here and do a review of my 2021 vision board. So I've been making vision boards for about 3 years now, and I think they are an awesome way to remain focused throughout the year, and to allow you to visually manifest. So I have mine on my closet door, and it's pretty much the first thing I see when I wake up every morning. And I'll be completely transparent and say that like the goals that I have on here, like I didn't focus on them, like have like laser focus on them throughout the year all the time. But like when I would stop and notice this, it's a good way to like get you back on track to what you were hoping to achieve for the year. So as you can see right now, like my focus for 2021 was really about like health and fitness, and money. So the board is kind of like split into the two. So like I'm gonna go over like my specific goals and like things that I was visually manifesting throughout the year. And with it being December, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the results of them. So let's start with the health and fitness. I'll say that this one is the one that I I didn't achieve as many goals on this one, but to be completely honest, some of these goals like change throughout the year, and that's totally fine too. So what I have highlighted in green is what I achieved. So I know it seems simple, right? But this second one right here, cooking at least once a week, like that's a big deal for me. So I do live with my sister and my daughter. And so just because I'm not the one cooking doesn't mean like a home cooked meal is not being prepared. But for myself, I wanted to make a habit of cooking at least once a week because in 2020, I was doing a lot of ordering a lot of Uber Eats and DoorDash or whatever. And so I wanted to change that this year. And I definitely achieved that goal of cooking at least once a week. In 2022, it's something I'll try to increase. But that is a goal that I met for 2021. And that wasn't the easiest thing for me. I'm like a very busy girl, so I'm proud of myself with that one. Also, number 4 here, I increased my hip thrust to over 315 pounds. I want to say I got to like 330, but I achieved that like earlier out through the year, and I was super proud of that. For the years that I've been working out, like I've never been like a person who would lift heavy. I would do a lot of HIIT workouts, and lower weights because I was always afraid to like look bulky. But I got a new trainer at the end of 2020, and he really encouraged me to embrace like actually lifting heavier weight. And I did that, and I'm super happy with the results. And like, I definitely prefer that type of workout now. One thing on here that I changed in mid-year is number 3. I thought I wanted to increase my back squat from 120 pounds to 160 pounds. And the reason that I changed that, like for a long time, it's always like squat, squat, squat. Like we're thinking that that's the only way or the main way to like build your glutes. But I feel like with everything that I've learned over the last, I would say like year, maybe even year and a half with working out and starting to actually learn more about weightlifting, like you don't have to be doing back squats to grow your glutes. And I don't know why, but like I just have never been comfortable with back squats. Like I always get in my head about them. So like, yeah, I kind of like changed my mind about that through the year, and I started learning and focusing on other ways to grow your glutes. And so this really came off of my list as a goal pretty early on in the year. For number 6, I did reduce my body fat percentage, but I did not get it down to 20%. But I do want to have a healthy and realistic outlook on that. So just because I didn't achieve that goal, I'm not necessarily getting down on myself about it. Okay, so moving on to the other side of the board, looking at the specific financial goals. So I did not get an investment property. That's the first one I had on here. To be honest, 2021 definitely was not a buyer's market. So I learned pretty early on in the year that it wasn't a good year to do that. But at the end of the day, like, I always want to have some investment property. So this is probably always going to be a goal of mine to purchase more investment property. So that's definitely a goal that I'll probably be taking into 2022. I did increase my credit score, but I did not quite get to an 800. That's another goal that I will be taking into 2022. For number 3, I'm super excited because I did achieve the goal of investing at least $400 a month. I actually exceeded that goal, so that's super cool. For number 4, the reason I'm saying that I did not achieve the goal of sticking to a budget is because I set this crazy goal of only spending $75 a week in the beginning of the year. And I don't know where I got that number from, but I definitely was not able to stick to it. It was unrealistic. I did not go back and reset that goal to come to a better number, a more realistic number. But that's definitely something that I want to try to do later on. For number 5, I started a savings and an investment account for my daughter. I'm super excited about that. She actually does not know about those accounts yet. I'm gonna let her in on that information as part of her Christmas present. And for the number 6, to get 80% of my bonus at work, I exceeded that goal. So those are the specific goals that I set for 2021. Some visual things I was manifesting, and one of the ones that I'm most excited about is I have a Range Rover on here, and that's been my dream car for as long as I can remember. And I got that car a couple weeks ago, and I'm super excited. I'm super happy about that. Like, it's a dream. It's amazing. I'm so in love with it, and I'm so happy. So that's awesome. Another thing that I was manifesting, I've never been to Europe, and this one, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make this happen, you know, with everything being like kind of crazy and unknown with COVID, but I was able to go to Greece this year, and that's so amazing. I went to Athens, I went to Santorini, and I went to Mykonos, and I'm so happy about that. That was super awesome. I just have like a bunch of words of affirmation on here, and just like different things that I want to manifest. I was trying to reduce my time on social media, and I did not achieve that goal. So I had on here that I wanted to reduce the time that I spend on Instagram. And I did. I drastically reduced the time that I spend on Instagram, but I replaced it with TikTok. I love TikTok. But I definitely need to reduce my social media scrolling. I love vision boards, though. Again, I think it's a great way to remain focused throughout the year and to encourage yourself. So I'll probably start working on my 2022 vision board in a couple weeks. But yeah, that's it. That's the review of my board. Talk soon.